Hey guys and gals, let's build the City Center by Lego City. This is set number 60380 and it contains 2010 bricks. So I got my work cut out for me. And we're going to take a look at the manuals here. First, let's take a look at the print work. And yeah, for as many pieces there are, there's not a whole lot of stickers, so hopefully nothing's too bad. I already got bag 1 here keyed up. And we have 5 manuals. So I don't know how I'm going to break this build down yet. So it doesn't really show you what parts do what. It just jumps right on in. Okay, so that's pretty much what it does. So manual 1 does 5 bags. And we got manual 2. Let's see how many bags. So I'm not sure how I want to break it down. I don't want to be editing 2 or 3 hour video segments, as those are kind of brutal. Does this even tell me what bags are in here? Okay, this one looks like it stops at bag 9, so there'd be 4 in there. 3 feels kind of flimsy. Just tells you it goes from manual 3 to 4. So I'm just checking it out here and see how I want to break this down. Here's 12. So that'd be 10, 11, 12 right there. That's got 3 bags. And, you know, I'm thinking of maybe just doing 600 pieces. 600 to 700 bricks at one time. This one's 15. So yeah, this is 16, 17, 18. And so I'm thinking of maybe what we'll do here, we'll just work and see how far we get. I'm thinking just for indexing purposes, breaking it up by manuals is the best way. So in addition to bag 1, we need to get the bulk bin, which they give you a bunch of bulk pieces. So I have it in this ice cream container. Yeah, so eat your heart out, professional sorting tray guys. You know, this is how I do it. I don't need to buy those expensive containers. And I just need to get, let's see here, you need 1 of those, 1 and 2 of those other plates. And this is going to be a very interesting set to put together. So that's what we need for bag 1. So I'm hoping this video will be released either Sunday or Monday. This should be my first video I want to focus on. So let's see here. Let's get started. So we're going to put together our minifigure first. And I'm kind of leaning towards doing the bag sets, or just doing them by manuals. And that means there'll be more parts to watch, but it will be shorter editing times, which means I can get them done faster. Well, I thought it was only us dudes that have our hair like that. Oh, I guess this gal's got it too. What am I saying? I mean, there's even gals who got pompadours. There we go. And then, let's get started on the big thing. I think we're building a vehicle first. So, and this set was provided to me by the Lego group for review, and I don't know the retail price of the set, so I don't know much of anything about it. So we don't know together. I'll have it in the description though, and I'll check, you know, within segments to see. And yeah, so I've only had about 2 hours of sleep. I haven't been sleeping well. It's been so hot and miserable and stuff. So yeah, that's just how it is. And I read your comment, Janet, about you like the rants. You know, as long as I don't get too carried away, I think they're fine. You know, if I'm not sitting here bitching too much about something. Nothing really exciting happening, except right now well, I haven't started really work yet. Today's the 16th. And the 16th of May, 2023. And I need to get better sleep. I don't know, over the weekend, one day over the weekend I slept 11 hours, so that's unheard of for me. And so my intent really is to see if I can get done with, at least with about 2/3 of the build today. So it just depends on how far I really want to get into the set. And on the box and on this here, it looks interesting. I'm not going to say it's going to be a good build because I don't know yet. We don't know. And well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm always in for these challenging sets, and I think this is the biggest Lego City set Lego has produced. So it's an honor to actually get a big set that's going to be hopefully a challenge. Now, there's been some talk, and Lego even has said they're going to start doing away with paper manuals. So, well, looks like cutting down my screen time is not going to happen much. But I really wouldn't worry about, like, if I'm just viewing this, does it really count working on screen time? Or if I'm just looking at a screen for a building guide, I don't think it really counts. All right, and the window goes this way. It's some kind of vehicle, but I don't know. It's kind of funny looking here. Oh yes, we got one of those little steering wheels too. Yeah, I think the best thing is to keep these videos about an hour, hour and a half long. So we'll keep working until it gets grotesquely long, and then we'll stop. But I think I'm kind of torn. If I do the first manual, it's obviously got 5 bags. I wanted to do 6, 12, and 18. But if I break it down into manuals, it would be better. You know what I mean? Unless it's a bound manual, then I just break it down into sections. So, you know, your guess is as good as mine. I am ready for a vacation. I'll tell you, work's been getting kind of brutal. I'm getting kind of tired of working. I think everybody gets tired of working, and retirement is not for another 12 to 15 years for me, so I have to wait a little bit. My goal really essentially was to retire at 55. Well, it may not happen, but that's just how it is. Yeah, this is some kind of goofy vehicle. We'll find out what it is here. Flip it upside down. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. So we're going to have some kind of a cartwheel at the bottom. And we got to fabricate. Oh, this is... Okay, you have a wheel that's already pre-made on an axle. This one goes on the front. That's why my voice sounds raspy, because I'm just kind of tired. I'm not sleepy or anything. I'm just, you know, I just laid in bed and kind of just chilled out. And thought, well, I'm going to get up and just film this real quick and see how far I can get. I'm going to try to do manual 1 here. I know I'm repeating myself, but I think manual 1, breaking it down into manuals would be better. Now, in order to get these tires really straight, just roll it on a surface like that, and then it should smooth them right out. And yeah, oh, we got to put a sticker on something. Ooh, that's sticker number 11. It's on anything that's curved like this is going to be a challenge. Well, I got it on there as best I could, but I survived. And I think that goes on the top. It's kind of a weird vehicle. And then we have a little box that goes on the back. At least it's outfitted with jumper plates. so you can fix items to it. So we dropped 2 strawberry tiles in there and a carrot top. Maybe this is the grocery van, we don't know. And then we have some other things here. Yeah, been kind of figuring out how I want to store all these extra pieces that I've been getting, and I'm getting way too many parts. You know, what do? I don't know. I don't want to sell them because I like to hoard this stuff. And 2, you know, what do? I don't know yet. What is this? Some kind of a blender? Could be. Okay, and then something else. You really don't know. It's not like when I do my tutorials, okay, we're going to be building this and we'll start right away, you know. It's obviously a drink with a straw. Maybe it's some kind of a serving van, we don't know. And it shows that the minifigure goes inside of here. Now, when I do the review, I want to show the minifigure separate, so we're not going to put her in there. We'll save her for the thing, but yeah, that's pretty much what we just built there. Part of bag 1. Okay, and now we can start building roads. And yes, this is an 8x16 black plate. I've never seen those in black before. I've seen them on a Pick-a-Brick, but I never bought any because I was like, what would I use black for, you know? I don't know. So we're building a road with a colored crosswalk. Well, that seems pretty interesting. Well, let's see how well that goes. So we just used the plate and we're covering it up. So it looks like this is going to be the crosswalk here. Oh, I want to see how that comes out. And yeah. Alrighty, we got that started. I like the big pieces, you know, makes it easy to build. So far this set has mostly medium to small pieces. There's some big pieces, but not a whole lot. I did a really... Oh, this tile doesn't go in there. Be careful, you're going to have the printed ones. So at least those are printed, they're not stickered. And some of you guys are going to hate this, but this has rainbow colors in it, so... And I don't understand how people associate rainbows with the LGBTQ community. You know, anybody, of course, could like a rainbow. It adds color. I like the pattern on the preview. I can't wait to see what this looks like when it's done. You got to have a pop of color. You know? When I build my stuff, I don't just build it with one bland color. You know. You can see right now, it's adding a bit of color to the build. And my apologies about the angle, because we're going to be building up here, so you'll see more eventually. And so it looks like we're doing a lot of tiling right now. Okay. And we start up here now. I like these primary colors. They're pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of grade school. You know, you had to draw your shapes, like your triangles and your squares, and you had to draw them a certain color to learn them and stuff. And I miss those days of kindergarten and first and second grade. Now when I need to draw shapes, it's usually polygons for a 3D project. And sometimes those color methods work, and that's what that looks like right there. That's pretty, huh? It's a crosswalk, but it adds color. It's unique. Okay, and we'll slide that off to the side, and I think we're going to need to make 2 of these. Let's take a look here. I don't want to have to do this twice. All right, you know what I could do? Let's not rush through it. Let's not do that because, you know, these go on like that. And tile goes here. And then the crosswalk goes in here like that. Okay, now that takes care of that section, and yeah, looks like the picture. I haven't messed up yet, and then we got to get the big plate here. Some of these have to be printed. And so you get a couple rolled plates with the set, which is cool. And so obviously the set will work with the modern road plates. Okay. Okay, and this goes here. Now, when I looked at the box, it looks like this set is designed in such a way that we can break it apart and rearrange all the parts. When I do the review, though, I'm just going to leave it what it looks like on the box. But I'll mention it, though. You know, I don't want to make this probably a 2-hour review. And yeah, this is going to be something different. And I just done like 4 small sets. But I want to do the big one and try to get this one done first. And that's it. So we have a few extra ones of these. And I'm assuming the extra ones are going to be used for, you know, like connecting these to other road plates. So you just take these out and connect them up. And I have an extra bow tie. I'm sure that goes to another bag. I found a few pieces on the floor when I got done. And so that's pretty much what we have there for bag 1. That's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to continue on bag 2. And we're going to build another minifigure. And where's the bulk bin? I need to get one of these here. These are pretty interesting if I can even grab one. It's an 8 by 16 by 2/3 plate, you know. So you're going to have to connect up to these if you want to, because the book said just grab one. And I need to get bin 2 here. Doing these big sets, it's going to get pretty cluttered up here. So my main focus in this installment, hopefully, is just do builds, or just do manual 1. I'm thinking about breaking it up into manuals. So everything is individually packaged. We got a minifigure part there. Is there another minifigure in here? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to toggle back and forth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide all this here, and yeah, I still haven't done anything with the other room yet. I've been so busy with work and now Lego, it's getting to be kind of a challenge. And taking care of everything is getting to be kind of brutal. What side of the face did they want her on? The happy face? I'll be happy once I get all the reviews done again. But hey, you know what though? I got a bunch of the tutorials. I got another tutorial that I'm kind of working the bugs out on, and I saw a piece out of one of these sets that I got, and I thought, well, that would be perfect. Oh, well, we know where the hair ribbon went. It goes to her. So let me get the random bin. Try to throw everything in bag 1. Here's somebody riding their motorcycle again on the straw. In this area, it's like everybody likes their motorcycles, and what I was told is that gas is getting so expensive. It's like, oh, we'd rather ride our motorcycle. I'm thinking, yeah, when it's 100 and something degrees, you wouldn't want to ride in a car with an air condition. Well, I can't even get this in there. stub here is not that long. How do you even get that in there? There we go. That's, I feel like it's not going to stay on very well. All right, we got that done. Oh, I've got to put the skirt on her. Well, let's do that real quick. It's just a black skirt, so we'll just pop that off there very carefully. And yeah, get that together, and there we go. Makes her a little taller. I feel like this hair, the wig, and I don't know, yeah, the hands don't go down very well. See, the hands are just like that. The wig's kind of loose on this, I don't know. And that's it for her. And this one here's got some kind of shoulder guards. Hope I got that on the right way. Yes, I do. And he's got a double-sided head, one with the big mouth on the back side. There we go. Does he have anything else, or is that it? I did get a request, though, to do more, you know, why don't I talk about the minifigures for 20 minutes? Like, talk about this guy for 20 minutes and the theories behind it. Because I have a life other than doing that. So I won't do that. I had, oh, you need to spend more time on the figures. Well, I want to spend more time building. There's plenty of other guys out there who will spend hours on one figure. Not this guy, I won't. Okay. So bag 2 does 2 figures in the base of something. I don't know what it is. Well, we just started, you know. So Minecraft 1.20 is coming out very soon. And I think they're on pre-release too. And I always keep up with the Minecraft forums just to see what's new. And sometimes it cracks me up on what kind of people you talk to on there. And it's like, you know, I got a story. I wasn't really involved with it, but just read up on it. And there was a lady that was looking for a safe Minecraft server for her, I think with a 4 and a 6-year-old kid, or children. And there was a guy on there that says, yeah, there's some, but you'll have to look around. And she goes, but your best bet is to host a server, you know, yourself, and let your kids play on there solo with each other. So you'd need 2 Minecraft accounts and then a hosting PC to do it. Or you can just rent a server. He was explaining it to her and stuff like that. And she goes, yeah, that's probably my best bet. I don't want some creepy old man on Minecraft. You shouldn't be playing games at their age, you know, and I don't want my kids around that. I want them to play with kids their own age. And this guy about flipped her out and tore a new one, which I don't blame him. Was going, well, I guess, because I was going to offer to help you set up a server, but since you don't like creepy old men around Minecraft, I guess you're in the wrong forum. This, you know, you may want to get lost, lady, and maybe have your kids do some board games or something to keep them safe. And I thought, oh, I mean, glad she didn't do that to me. I would have done worse. Like, if you don't want your kids even on Minecraft, because Minecraft is a public game, you know, it's servers are all public. If you want a private server, you're going to have to host them yourself. That's just how it is. And I like these angular pieces right here. Too bad these are not clear. I like that right there for around the windows, around the door. But I thought, lady, I wouldn't even help you after reading that. And there's a lot of us guys out there who play Minecraft. I play it just to kind of relieve my stress. It's like an adventure. You know, that's what I do. I play it just for fun. It's just relaxing. And two, I have a Minecraft server, and now I don't allow anybody on there unless they're 18 years of age and older. If they can provide a proof of age, or just you can just tell, they can come on there. I don't allow kids on my Minecraft server anyways. I did when I first started out and I had nothing but problems. I thought, never again. I learned my lesson. So I thought, yeah, lady, you can keep your kids on their little private server. We'll keep the mature adults on mine. Okay, we have a white minifigure head on this. And a helmet. Alright, so this is in a display window. So this must be a little shop of some kind. Now, I did kind of read ahead in the book to kind of see what we'll be doing here. But yeah, so this build is broken down, and so far, one person can build that, and one can build this, but I have a feeling this is going to be a solo build. But if this is all modular, completely modular, this would be a great family project here. And I'm really hoping that this is going to be the case. And yeah, hoping it's going to be. I don't know about you guys and gals who watch these, or if it's watching for ASMR or something like that, but I prefer the family builds. I'm missing a white round 2x2 tile. That's a common part. Now I could have rolled into another bag too, and I was doing the initial builds and stuff, so I don't see it on the floor. Well, do I have to get up and go get one? Let me check in here. That's not in there. So, just like typical sorting through pieces, I'll have to go find one. It'll probably turn up in a later bag. Usually they do. Let me make sure here. Yep. I don't see it. Let me go get it. Let me go get one. Hold on. So that's what I'm missing there so far. So I'll have to make a note on that. And so I think this is just some kind of like a costume shop maybe. I don't know yet. We got ourselves a little fist here. And I don't know if it's, I don't think it's a jewelry shop or anything. But I'm hoping these are more family builds. I even mention that when I do the reviews on these. When I put my feedback in with Lego, I'm like, I'd like to see them more family builds. So make them modular. And that's what I'm trying to do that more with my own custom builds. And I got to put a sticker on a tile. Sticker number 14. That's on a 1x2 tile too. Those are usually hard to do. Yeah, some kind of trading card. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know, I'm assuming this set's probably $200 to $250. And if it's expensive and you're getting stickers, that is not good at all. I'm sure they probably do that to keep the cost down, but yeah. And we got a little trophy that goes in there. It's probably a little display area, like a little display, like a merchandise shelf. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying one of these in 4K. 4K at 120 frames per second, 30 or 40 megabyte per second, whatever, you know. And I think that'd be kind of cool to see what the quality would be and see if it's anything different here. There we go. Not too bad. I like those little window pieces. I gotta see if I can find some of those. Oh yeah, but speaking about that lady saying stuff about, you know, guys my age doing Minecraft, you know what? She'd probably freak out knowing I do the Lego stuff. So This one's got a control pad on. There must be a checkout counter. And we got to get another tile and sticker 19. It stops at 16. Oh, here it is, 19. You get 2 sticker sheets. And it's a foil one too. I have so many 1x2 white tiles. Usually when I have to put stickers on these, it's not a big deal anymore. I kind of keep them on there. But I'll never use some of these for mocks unless they're printed. And they just have that sitting on there like that. And let's try to match it up here. I think I got it backwards. And I think that goes in that little notch there. Or maybe it goes like that. How does that go in? Okay, it goes right here. Okay. Yeah, but I'm glad to hear that this helps you guys and gals with the builds. And this is going to be the new format how I'm doing reviews eventually. And there will be a condensed version. So like the unboxings and stuff like that will all be here eventually. You know, I get the fans usually, or the viewers, oh, I don't watch these videos and stuff. I just want you to tell me where you get your parts from. And yeah, that's the kind of questions I still get asked. I didn't get that question asked today so far. That's good news. And it's always on the older stuff too. And I think now I have it written in my description. I don't know what that is. Well, it goes here. Is that how it's supposed to face? Yeah. And I just noticed something too. These wall pieces are supposed to face like this. Wouldn't you want more space on the interior instead of the exterior? Unless we're joining 2 buildings together, we're not going to see them, but it's kind of odd how they're doing it there. And of course, another sticker on that will definitely get peeled off because I'm very limited on those. And that's sticker number 3. Well, Jay, why don't you just buy more tiles? I could do that too. Haven't bought any parts in a long time. Stuff Lego sends me doesn't give me enough to what I need for. Like when I do the campground, and when I did the campground, I noticed I was just barely had enough for trees. That was usually like 2 to 3 trees per lot. And so what I'm thinking here, when I do the trees for existing portions of, you know, like let's say I do another campground of that size, I'm thinking 4 trees. I did one spot that had 4 trees. Wait, how does that go together? Okay, just need one of those. I think 3 to 4 trees per parcel of land is fine. If it's heavily wooded, probably 9 would suffice. You know, so. And that's how I learn how many pieces I need to build things. You know, what quantity of parts do I need? And that's how I do it. You know, some guys out there will use stud. That works, you know. For me, I'm a hands-on guy, and I'd rather just build it and see how many I need. Whoops, so that fell out. That's not good. Why don't we just use some 1x1x5 column bricks? They do make them Lego. Well, it wouldn't matter, it would have fell out anyways. Let me make sure here. We got... Oh, wait a minute. I think I forgot something here. I think there's 4 of these we got to make. Oh, I skipped a step, that's why. Well, we can get that done right now. So yeah, I made a boo-boo here. I already made a mistake. This set does come with a brick separator too, so if you mess up like I do, there you go. You can easily fix it. I don't know what we're gonna do about that there, huh? And then this goes on the top. So maybe there's a sign that goes on it. I bet that's gonna get stickered up. And we have a black wig here. And where does that even go? Everything else I can understand, but maybe it went to one of the minifigures. Let's make sure here before we... Yeah, it doesn't show any wigs, so this is an extra piece that I have laying around. It's just your black flippy shag hair that all the young guys have. Even guys my age even have it too, the surfer hair. And yeah, it works. Gals still like it. And that's what we have remaining for bag 2. Okay, now we're gonna move on to bag 3. And as you can see though, it's broken down in such a way that you're not overwhelmed with like 500 pieces. So it's not a slow build, it's just broken down in lots of bags. So it may look scary, but it's not. So it looks like bag 3, we're gonna finish up the store here. Okay, so let's get going. And yeah, I mean, yeah, so far I'm happy with the build. The build experience is right now is average. It's not overwhelming. I'm not freaking out over anything. I'm not like I'm stressed. The manual's easy to follow. Even if I make a mistake, if it's a mistake I honestly made, well, that's okay. All right. Oh, we do need to grab another piece out of here. This is a medium nougat 8x16 plate. Could use that for the campground. Or it makes good clay soil. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to break everything down into manuals. I think that's going to be better. And so somebody stuck on manual 4, bag 3, or whatever number it is, they can just reference it on the video, and I think that might be better for you, the viewer. And I think I forgot some parts here. Okay, in the book here, they show a piece here. That's behind here. I was looking at that thinking, am I missing something? No, I'm not. That's just how it is. So, like I said, if you think you're doing something wrong. Now, some people watch these to see how the build is before they commit to buying the set. And remember, I'm kind of like a voice for Lego here when it comes to the reviews, you know, consumer-wise. So, you know, now what I do in here, you know, not necessarily I'm going to be right on everything, but if this is something you're interested in, there you go. Well, Jay, you're just saying it because they give you this stuff for free. And I mentioned this in a few other videos that my time is not free. So right now I could be doing a tutorial or going out for a jog or something too. And all right, let's see here. We got another sticker. So far I'm not overwhelmed with stickers either. It's not like I'm putting 5 stickers on right now. But a tile that I really need is going to get defaced here real quick, and that'll get ripped off. But we haven't gotten that far yet. This is a sub-step. And so I want to talk about video tutorials and building guides. You know, since now with the event of using stud, and it's got an instruction maker and stuff, and I gotta honestly tell you guys and gals, video tutorials are on their way out. I need sticker number 2. They're starting to lose views, and it was bound to happen eventually, especially when I'm getting more requests for printed building guides. And this is City Comics. That wasn't printed, and that kind of thing. So, and my manuals are not free, so once the tutorials are gone and people don't watch them anymore, that's it. I'm going to shift fully over to building guides. What is that there? Piece of hair got stuck in there. And haven't made up my decision yet, but oh, there's another one with stickers. Sticker number 4. Well, we're really defacing a bunch of these 2x3s. But yeah, so just be forewarned, if you want to keep the video tutorials, you got to start watching them, you know, or watch anything that will interest you. This is City Tales. I thought maybe that was Scarface or Al Capone or something. But yeah, it will be happening. I don't know when though. So just be careful, because those may go away someday. You know, say, Jay, where's the tutorials at? Oh, I stopped. Or I was thinking about putting a cap on them. This goes here. Well, that's kind of an ugly ground color for that, unless we're covering all that up. Oh, indeed we are. Jay, I enjoy your tutorials. I learn new stuff. Yeah, I mean, here's the, I don't want to punish people. It feels like I'm punishing them, but, you know, for some who actually watch all the tutorials, I have some you guys and gals, and Janet does, and watches all my tutorials and the reviews. So I know you guys, including Dan, I know you guys, you know where I get this stuff from. You know, I don't hide anything, and it's not like I 3D print pieces out and all that stuff. 2 lampposts right here. What is that about? But I don't hide anything, though. That's why some people like me. You gotta like me or hate me. And I don't hide anything from you guys and gals. There's no need to do that. Oh, it must be some kind of an awning then. I never thought about using these for posts for houses. So they use this right here, and we just stick this on here. You're gonna have to wiggle that in. There we go. Nice little archway. But right now I'm just talking about what I'm doing with tutorials. Doesn't mean I'm doing anything yet. And then we have this here, and we actually have a printed piece. I wish Lego would print this whole thing out. And I did find this piece on the floor, so I know it goes to this set, and that's it. So essentially that's it for bag 3. Not too bad. All right, now let's see what we have for bag 4. And I think I'm going to decide I'm going to break the set down into building guides. So I'm already up to like 45 minutes or so in recording, and I thought, well, let's just break it down into manuals. It'd be easy to reference. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Too bad that wasn't sand yellow. And we need one of these little string pieces right here. So there we go. I don't think we need this right now, so I'm going to set that off to the side. And let's see, right about here's the edge of the table, so we got plenty of space here. Yeah, but so far the build is very relaxing. You know, it's nothing bad. Even if you only had 2 hours of sleep like me, it shouldn't be too strenuous. So I'm going to try to get as much of these sets done as I can. Now I've been working on some more summer projects, but not that I'm running out of ideas or anything like that, but these tutorials are going to be good for larger builds eventually. Okay. Alrighty. Well, why don't we use 3 of these instead of just using one of these ones with the shorter pieces? Unless it's meant to join other plates together, which probably that's what they're doing here. I bet that's all going to get filled in with tiles. Well, no, I'm wrong. We're going to fill it in with jumper plates. Sometimes you'll see me use jumper plates in a build, you know, for the floor. Like I have a tutorial that I'll be using these. Well, I'll just tell you, since most people don't watch these on my main channel, is the boat tutorial. I use these for the deck of the boat. The reason being is so you can have your minifigures, you know, if they want to stand up in the boat, they can do so. And that's pretty much, you know, so you can pick things up and everything's attached. You don't have pieces flying off or whatever. And some have told me, well, I like it finished off. You know, if you're building my stuff, you could do it any way you want. I just do that just because it's a little easier. Okay. We have one of these little grates, probably for the sewer. You know, like a manhole cover. And too bad those are not, they don't have any round tiles that fit around that yet. Hoping they would. So yeah, I kind of classify these as tiles with a benefit of adding minifigures and accessories. So like I said, if you pick this up or you shake the table, nothing flies off. So it looks like this is just completely caked in with tiles. Yeah, so I'm going to do you guys and gals a favor, and I'm breaking everything down into manual form. So I think we're going to try that out. Yes, it's more videos, so there's going to be, there's 5 manuals, 5 parts to this. And they'll be in a playlist when I'm all done. So you can watch all the builds at once. So just like when I take a break when I film them, except they're just in shorter pieces. So if you just listen to these for background noise, just turn on the playlist and go. It'd be one long continuous video, pretty much. And 2, it just makes editing a little bit easier. I don't have to spend time to edit, you know, a 3-hour video and then have to upload it to YouTube, and it takes more time. Yeah, that's not bad right there. Alright, so now we're adding some more tiles. Here, we got another bike. So you get 2 of these. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So this is like a typical Lego City set on steroids. Pretty much. I bet this is going to plug in over here to one of these. I think these right here are meant so you can take them apart and rearrange the pieces. It's meant to be reconfigured, which is cool. And, well, that's a nice way to make those, you know, those barriers. They put the poles here so you can't drive. And they used the microphones. I thought we were having karaoke night. So, yeah. That's not too bad, huh? So you got those little barriers so the bikes can go through and people can go through, but not cars. Why, you can just reach over and lift those things up. I've seen some places where they have padlocks locking them down. If somebody wants to drive their car through there, they're going to be desperate enough, they're going to do it. And then we'll start another piece here. Even my air just flipped on. Yeah, it's going to be a warm day. You're going to be in the hundreds. Last May was a treat. It was really cool. Now this May is average. We had a really cold winter. Now we're having a hot summer. I think they said it's going to be up to a few degrees higher than normal out here. And I'm glad I serviced my air condition. I cleaned my coils and all that stuff. So it blows icy cold, which is as it should. We got to put sticker 16 on that. At least we're slowly kind of nibbling at the stickers. And I'm not getting these on really straight today. That's why I wish Lego would just, for the price they charge for Lego sets, why don't they print this? There was a set that I did that was all printed. It was like a kitty set, but it was all printed. So when I see the pieces are printed, obviously the value is going to go up more. It means that I don't have to spend half the day stickering. Like now I got to put another sticker on this. Let's put the stuff in here first. Alrighty. Yeah, I do need to do something with the top of this, but I'm going to be working on another counter eventually, but I still want to kind of spruce this one up here a bit. In fact, I got to noodles. Oh, okay. We got to put a sticker on this piece here, sticker number 5. We haven't even gone through the whole manual yet. We're already adding more stickers here. See, like that right there could just be a little set in itself. All right. I'll have to. We got the egg beater here. So I thought there was going to be a full-blown restaurant here. No. And these, well, there's a casualty there. We got to be careful what we grab. And this just sits right on these jumper plates right there. So this is meant to be taken off and reconfigured if you choose. Yes, I think what I'm going to do to keep the pain down a little bit, I'm just going to break them down into manuals. I've said that a billion times, but I want to make sure that even I remember that. But Jay, break it down into manual form. That wasn't flat tiled there. I understand why they did it. And then we got to add more to it. All right. Lego. Legos with an S. You want to make somebody mad in the community, say Legos, and boy, they'll go all bonkers on you. How dare you say that, Jay? Well, I didn't know there was a rule, but okay. I used to say Legos when I was a kid until I found out the correct pronunciation. Now I just call it Lego bricks. All right, so this is what it is right here. This is a little light, and this one goes here. Probably a solar-powered street light. Now you see why I have it at the angle that I have it now. Oh, now we got to do some rope lights. All right, so we're going to have to make 4 green and 5 purples. All right, well, we got that in there. I really wanted to build this set first, but I've got a bunch of little sets done because I'm not sure if I'll even have this one done by Sunday or Monday. So the reason why I do that is I'll always have content. I don't want to have a bunch of open days. And the next few weeks I got doctor's visits I got to deal with. I got to start planning out a physical and all that stuff. Boring things. That's the pain in the rear stuff for getting older. Okay, so the hose are going to face this way. This has little holes here. I'm going to face the holes like this. They're parallel with the counter. And I'm just going to drop these in here straight down. And of course, it's going to turn. And if it turns on you, you can always straighten them out. I don't know how critical that is. Well, that's easier said than done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do them all by hand. Oh, it's rolling as it's going in there. What if I... No, it's not going to do it. Don't expect these to be very loose. So there's one. So it looks like bulk of my time now is going to be attaching lights to this. And there's two of them. I don't think it's going to matter how perfectly straight they are. Well, I got that one on really bad. This thing just turns. There's no way to fix it. But you know what? This thing gets attached from here to this lamppost to here. Where does that go? Oh, it goes on the noodle thing. Okay, you know what might be easier? If I just set this on here now and do that. Okay, that might make it a little easier. Let me get the manual out of the way because that just keeps trying to fall down. And then that's much easier. So put your flexible tube on there first and then just start plopping these down in there. And then just rotate as needed. It's a lot easier doing it this way. You know, it's a lot easier. Then you can just manipulate and maneuver things as you need to. There we go. So it's like building tips and tricks when I do these sets. If I can't do it, I'll find another way to do it. And then we'll put this one here because it's the next one I grabbed. And there's a green one here. There we go. That looks a lot better. I was trying to do it flat on the counter, but it just would not let you do it. And now we got done with that. Now we have to start joining pieces together. And this is going to take up a lot of my space here eventually. So we got the road plate here. So this is going to be something I'm going to have to move around. I forgot a minifigure. Whoops. Or is that next? Well, we'll do the minifigure last. Somebody probably just squirmed now because I forgot the figures. I'm assuming that goes there. I'm not going to press it down all the way. I'm glad I didn't because this one goes here and this one goes right here. Yep. So yeah, this is just going to be too big for this counter eventually. I'll have to find a place to store it while I'm working. As you can see now, I'm right in the middle of my area. So I need to turn this thing around. It's pretty chunky. So how am I going to move this set? It'll probably be very carefully. So if you want to move it, you better be prepared. And all right, let's see what minifigure I forgot. That's why I hate doing the figures. That's probably the only thing I bitch about in the builds these days is you know, oh, Jay, you got to do the minifigures. Can you talk about them for 30 minutes a piece? And there's 20 minifigures. Yeah, sure I will. I'll start doing that when the channel gets 10 million subscribers. How about that? You do that and it kind of keeps them quiet. Well, this guy's got mutton chops. The little side beard things, mutton chops. I never was into facial hair, so, and he's got the whole, not a man bun, but a man ponytail. And he's got some chopsticks too. And I hate getting the stuff in their little hands because I can never get these things to really fit. There you go. So what does it look like now all done? And I got one more bag to do after this. So they show him. He just floats around. I don't even see where he goes. All right, well. that's it, and this is what we have remaining. We've got an extra cereal bowl and things that are falling all over the floor here. Just lots of little extra pieces. So I think half of this is probably just leftovers. Not too bad. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here at manual, or at the end of bag 5. So far it's not too bad. I just think I have to set all that up when I'm done. And yes, we get an inverted 4x8 flat tile, and I guarantee that's going to get defaced. Oh yeah, usually the last bags are usually the ones that got the most parts. Well, let's get that going, and we'll get it out of the way. Well, I got things falling all over me out over here. So let's do the minifigure first. And yeah, I just want to hurry up and get these done so I can do the big things again. At least we're not building nothing but minifigures for bag 1, because that'd have been just the whole episode. So it looks like we're building the doctor. I think that's what she is. I'm not sure what she is though. Oh, that's done. That's not too bad. And I got to get back in the bulk bin. Grab, I think, one of these. Yep. It's an 8x8 by 2/3 plate with 1x4 recessed openings. Okay, now we can begin to start dropping parts down like crazy here. So my goal is to try to get this done in a few days, fully done and edited. And the thing about shorter clips is I can check as I go, and I could release things quicker, like I said, than just one big massive long video. Although this one here is already getting long as it is, so that's how it's going to be. Still wish Lego would bring out a Mills plate, but sadly they won't. Yeah. Where it's the same thickness as a base plate and a brick. And make 3 of these here. Yeah, my friend's at work right now, and she wants to take some time off, and when she's taking time off, that's when I am swamped down with work. Like, her and our schedules are just completely different. We only see each other probably a few hours of the day, and that's it, if we're lucky. Oh, wait a minute, there's not 2 of them that go here. Never mind, I was reading ahead too fast. We just have a wall element that goes in there. Yeah, there's a lot of little pieces that I have to go through. It's like these are medium, this is considered large. So there's a lot of medium pieces, like this is medium. But I can always use extra bricks. 1x3s are kind of a challenge to get a hold of for me. Alright, so like when I get done with this, I have, right now I'm uploading that video that I was working on. It's another review. Actually, it's just a build just similar to this. And I think what I'm gonna do though is when I get that done, and then get the video, get the unboxing and the review are combined into one. So once I get those done there, we must have clearance for a stove. Once I get that whole series filmed and stuff and uploaded, I'm gonna start working on this one right away. And I'll check and see how much space I have on my camera here. This is a 64 gig memory card. Yeah, boy. I guess the gardeners are here early today, and yes, you'll have to put up with that nonsense again. That's why I like filming these late at night. You know, I've been so busy with other things, I don't have time to do it at night anymore. The other day, I had an electrical issue I had to deal with the switch to my pantry went bad and caused half the electrical in the kitchen just to go black. So I had to go in, and I was like, what the heck's going on here? So the beauty about when you wire up your own house and stuff, you know where all the wires go. So I just pulled up my building plans and the wiring, how it's supposed to be, and then thought, well, this part's working but not that, and tracked it down to a faulty light switch. The back of the light switch broke out and cut off the main. So what I did was I pigtailed some wires and kind of soldered everything together, and instead of having 3 wires going to a switch, now I'm down to just, well, to a screw on the switch. I have it down to just 1, so it made it easier. That's the piece I was missing, but this goes in here. All right, here we go. So yeah, I'm missing a part here. There it is. I think you guys and gals are gonna like the campground. I just got to get it done here. All right, so this is a pizzeria or a pizza thing. There's a pizza there. And we're building a lot of kitchen utensils here. I remember that stick that I had extra. Well, I found out where it goes. It goes in here. Okay. So yeah, there's talk about flooding out in my area, and I'm at high ground, but they're talking about a river out here overflowing due to the snow. It can't keep up. A lot of people were worried. Not in my area because I'm up on high land. The river out here has been dried up for so many years that now it's actually got water flowing through it again. Matter of fact, there's a lake not too far from my house now, and they've been talking about stocking it up with fish and having fishing out there, but the lake's only 15 feet deep. So I'm within a close proximity to a lake and a river now. But it still gets hotter than, it just gets hot out here. So it's almost like a vacation spot, except without the trees and the tourism. Okay, we got to work on this right here. Okay, the profile part faces outwards, and we have a sand yellow arch that goes above there. So this is where we put the pizzas in it, right in there. Okay. And I'm not a fisherman by any means. I like eating fish. I'll eat fresh saltwater fish. No, I don't eat caviar, squid, or any of that weird stuff. I tried caviar one time, about gagged on it. So we'll do that again. But I'm the only one in my bunch that likes seafood. Everybody else wants like Mexican or Chinese, which I'm just not into that stuff. And yeah, well, looks like we got pizza boxes too, and those are printed. I've seen these before right here. They stick right on top of that. Matter of fact, it's supposed to be kind of sloppy like this. I'm trying to make it sloppy there. And we got the boat oars so we can paddle our pizza out of the oven. Well, that's going to be hard to get in there. There we go. It's not good for big hands, obviously. And then these go here. And I'm assuming the last one goes on the front. That's exactly where it goes. And a bunch of profile bricks. So that goes there. Oh, wait a minute. No. That goes in the back. Let me face it the right way. So it goes like this. And the profile bricks on the outside face, the grooves are horizontal. They're parallel with the horizon. So these goes inside. And after this, I am going to get me something to eat, and then I am going to get to work. Yeah, there's a company that's looking for somebody for game developers. I don't do game developing by any means, but I have all the software and the experience. I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can apply for it, go through an interview, and see if I'll get hired. Be a nice little summer gig to do. Give me something to do to kill the time, and it's completely freelance. I think the project's going to last about a year or so. So I get to work when I want to. Well, it's still deadlines. It's not like I get to do that. My nephew's like, oh, you're lucky. You get these cool jobs and stuff. I said, dude, I had to go through many years of school and build up a reputation to do all that. I said, they don't just hire anybody off the street. They just see my name come up like on what's that site I don't really ever use, but I get LinkedIn. And they just kind of find my profile, my professional profile, and says, hey, are you interested in this? And I'll read up on it thinking, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Something different, something added to my resume. So yeah, I'll go for it. Well, you think this would have been a different color? If this is a pizza parlor, wouldn't it have gone red and yellow or something? Or maybe red and that flame yellowish orange would have looked really good. And this sits here. May have to wiggle that in a bit. Be careful from pressing that in. It seems like it's kind of sagging in there. There we go. Did I get that in there right? Yes, I did. All right. Yeah, so breaking these down into smaller portions is pretty good. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah. So after this, I'm going to do a little bit of work, and I'm going to see if I can lay down and take a nap. I don't have any meetings or deadlines I have to get done today, so I can do that. Just do a little bit of Lego in between. Sounds like the guy's lawnmower is about to fall apart. There we go. All right, so I need one of these 8x8 plates. I gotta order some of these in that sand yellow and stuff. See, I'm getting like this with my manuals now. I'm starting to just mass produce. Like I'll show you here. Here's a sub-step 1, the plate, and then 2 does the whole thing. You know, I'm doing that more with my manuals, as my manuals are targeted more for adult builders anyways. It condenses down the manual and saves space when you're downloading a file, so I'm doing that more and more, rearranging things so it's less steps. Oh yes, did I mention that my building things are not meant for children? They're meant for more advanced builders. I mean, there's some kids out there that can build this stuff, and I tip my hat off. If you have the patience to do it, then so be it. I even know adults that don't even have the patience. And yes. What is that, a chimney? There we go, and that goes right on the top. Maybe that's the vent for the top of the roof. Let the smoke out, huh? Wait, does it go on the top right now? Did I skip? Yes, it did. This goes right on the top here. It just sits on there and it removes. That's why they have those plates. And now we got to start putting things together here. This is going to get a sticker on it. I see it coming up. It's going to happen. I'm going to have to deal with it. Means I'll have to stress out. We're almost done here too. I'm almost done. Then I'm going to take the files off the camcorder, and then I'm going to start. Oh, that doesn't go there. I'm going to start filming, or not filming. I'm going to start drafting these up here as quickly as I can. I mean, like right now I'm sending up a file right now. Normally I'll start another one, so I'll probably start the review on that one that I just finished up. And then we got to get sticker number 10. It's the biggest one on the sheet. If I get that on backwards, that's going to be kind of a pain, but the dragon's on the left. Kind of reminds me of those Monkey Kid sets that I did. Maybe remembers those. There we go. And it says it's coming soon too. And oh, by the way, you start hearing yelling. Just ignore that. And then right here we have it. I thought that was a chimney. No, that's for the sign. And then we got to make two little lights here. So I'm hoping I don't have to edit the audio out. If it gets too aggressive, I'll have to mute things and go see what's going on. Days of peaceful solitude are over for me. And no, I'm not married. My friend and I both agree on one thing. We don't plan on getting married anytime soon. So these are meant to kind of face like that, which is pretty cool. So there we go. And I think that's it for that one there. Oh, we're not done with it yet. We still got a couple more things left to build. So we're going to be building a pizza piece that goes in here. And it's just random 1 by 1/4 round tiles just tossed on here. They're just randomly put on here like that. You just sloppily put them on here. You don't have to really get all... I'm going to try to match the book here though for your reference, but they're just sloppily thrown on here like this. I may just go ahead and go to the office today, like I'm not here. And this goes on the back. Okay, it's like this. So I'm matching up these corners here, and this goes here. Okay, that's not a bad idea. You know, we went all this way putting stickers. Now we put something that's brick on there, but that's obviously lopsided. But that's how the book shows it, so I guess we did it right. Okay, we're not done yet. We still got to build some more things here. We got some leafy pieces. Must be like a little planter or something to adjoin. Maybe a building or something. I still got pieces up here too, so I don't know what all those go to yet. And this goes here. Maybe that's where we get the lettuce at. Oh, there's a yellow flower that goes on one of those. My bad. It goes on that one right there. And we're not done. I thought we were finished. No, I got this left to do. So this must be the little eating area. Because this has got a nice lip here, so I'm assuming that, you know, the figures are going to sit on here. And I've been using these for seats too. I wish Lego would make this plate but rounded on one side, because that would work perfect. Or make a round flat tile with those two studs. I wish they'd make more seating things to seat minifigures down. I wish they did. And then we have the little radiator grills for little drains. Matter of fact, they got a lot of drainage in here, or it's to keep people from slipping. And this goes here. And I think that's all we have remaining, yes. So we are done with bag, or book 1. We got bag 5 done. And I gotta find out where this piece went here. Let me look here real quick. Let me take a look. Let's take a look, see where that goes. Oh, I see. Okay, I forgot to put that in here, right over here. We'll just set that right down in there. And this is what we have remaining, and I'll give you my final assessment on this section here, just for my review notes and for your, well, for your evaluation as well. Okay, so we've gone through pretty much half the stickers. It's not too bad. And just so far, just what I have put together for Manual 1 is not too bad. Whoops. So this is obviously playable. And it's modular. So just forewarn you, you may want to put this on something flat, because you could see if I tried picking this up, it's kind of flimsy. So this is just meant to be admired, or it's playable, but you got to put it on something sturdy. And so far, I am going to say that I am happy with this set. It's kept my interest. I kind of want to build more, but I want to stop here and save my work and find out what's going on outside. But for my final take on this, yeah, you are going to get your money's worth out of this. Except for the stickers, it's probably the only downside to it. And as far as for being modular, yes, so far it's family friendly. Everything's family friendly here. Okay, so far, yes, you got 5 members. They can easily put together part of this, and you'd be done with this. Just this right here, probably in 10 minutes. So tell me what you think of the set so far. I mean, I'm happy with it. So I'll see you in the next installment. We'll be doing Manual 2.